My name's Giselle. I'm originally from Belize. I decided to start a vlog because why not? I'm doing a lot of traveling at the moment during COVID. I might as well document my journey, right? Please bear with me. I know absolutely nothing about vlogging. I don't know anything about filming or editing or mostly that, or how to let my personality translate onto camera or video, but I guess we'll find out. This is meant to be. I decided for my first vlog to be a get to know me vlog. I have 20 questions written down, which I'm gonna answer. The first question is, how many pillows do you sleep with? That's easy peasy. I always need at least 3 pillows, like one to my left for when I'm sleeping on my side, one to my right for when I'm sleeping on my other side, and then one for under my head. So always 3 pillows. What's my funniest childhood memory? One time in Belize City, my mom took us out to go get some ice cream. I think my little brother wanted more and my mom said no, so she was like, oh, you guys have to leave. And my little brother didn't want to leave. He was like about 8 years old at the time. His name is Blade. So my sister Zoe like started picking him up and like pulling him away, and he was like, no, I don't want to go, and he started crying and he held on to this post, and then you just see her like pulling him by the legs, and I thought it was like the most hilarious thing ever. Okay, so on to the next question. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I personally see myself as an introverted extrovert. I think people tend to perceive me as an extrovert, and I can be very extroverted, but I also need a lot of time to just recuperate my energy and to actually just be alone and sit by myself and to gather my thoughts and actually just write, because I journal a lot. And then once I feel like I have enough energy for myself and I've gathered all my thoughts, and I feel like, okay, I can go out again, I can be like this energetic, friendly, outgoing person, you know? What was your first job? My first job was working at Carvel Cinnabon. I had to learn how to make Cinnabon and how to serve ice cream, which was a total disaster for me, by the way. And like I had to learn how to decorate the ice cream cakes, which was also really terrible. Honestly, it was the only job I could get at the time because I had just moved to Houston and I was 16, and that was the only place that would hire me. I also didn't have a car, so it was close enough for me to walk, but that job lasted about 3 months, to be honest. What an experience. I never want to do that again. Touche to anyone that can handle like the fast food industry. Who knows me best? I don't think anyone really knows me best, and I think I'm constantly changing and evolving, and because I move around a lot, I never build a continuous close relationship with anyone, but the person that understands me the best, I would say, is my former co-worker Rana. I just feel like I would explain something and she completely got me right away, and I also feel like she's one of those extroverted, introverted people. So Rana, she understands me the best. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear in life is being comfortable enough that I'm too scared to step outside my comfort zone and to do something I really want to do, because what if it doesn't work out, and what if like the place I'm at now is a better option even though it's not 100% what I want to do or who I want to be with. Like this applies to everything, so like relationships, like where I'm living, what I'm doing for my life. So I hope I'm never scared to pursue whatever is in my heart, whether it's ending a relationship that I don't feel is contributing or adding value to me anymore, or whether I feel like I've outgrown a certain place, or that a job, maybe like a job no longer fulfills me. I hope I always have the courage to leave that. For example, people frequently ask me like, why did I quit IT? I have a master's in IT, I have experience in IT, I was earning like a decent amount of money, like my benefits at my job was like, it was really good, so why would I leave that? And even when I explain my answer to people, some people just still don't get it. So a lot of times like I just don't even bother answering and I just keep the thoughts to myself. But yeah. So I just hope I never settle, and even if people don't understand the reasons why I'm doing something, I know my reasons why, and I hope that that continues to be enough for me to continue making my life decisions. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Okay, my ideal living situation would be living in Belize for 3 months out of the year, living in South Africa for 3 months out of the year, and then 1 year in, 1 year out, I would live maybe the first year in New York City, and then the second year in London, and then maybe the third year in California. So like a big city somewhere around the world. And then for another 3 months, I would want to live somewhere in Asia, like maybe Bali for 3 months, Sri Lanka for 3 months, stuff like that. That would be like my ideal living situation, which is which I'm trying to make happen in my life. So let's see how that goes. If you can change one thing about yourself, what would it be? If I could change one thing about myself, it would probably be to stop being so absent-minded, because a lot of times I misplace things, or I can't remember what I did with something, and then I'm like, oh crap, and then like my debit card or my rings at the nail salon, stuff like that. So yeah, I need to practice. I don't even know how you get better at that, to be honest. Okay, next question. What is your favorite book? My favorite book in the whole wide world is Laws of Human Nature. Like, I recommend every single person read this book. It's a pretty psychological book, but it's so interesting, and you learn the stories about Coco Chanel, Walt Disney, so many interesting people, and I like 1000% recommend you read it. Like, you'll love it. And skip the little intro part, because then you're gonna get bored, you're not gonna want to continue. So skip the intro and then just continue, like start from chapter 1, and you won't want to put it down. So fascinating. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Okay, my answer is tacos. Tacos is the most delicious food ever. Thank God for Mexicans, because where would we be without our Taco Tuesday, right? Am I right or am I right? What are some of your nicknames? I actually have a bunch of nicknames, but the most common, popular one is GC. Everyone calls me GC. Then of course you have the ever popular Juz, and Juice, Jinx. My cousins all call me Jinx. What else is there? I think those are the main ones. What's the most daring thing you've ever done? The most daring, I think I've done a couple of things that I would consider daring for myself, but the most daring thing I've probably ever done was move to Austria. I moved there for my master's from Houston. I had absolutely no idea how I was going to pay for myself. I knew that I had secured a dorm and that I was admitted to the university, but I didn't know how I was going to cover my bills. Luckily, I got a teaching job the second year, so I was able to cover my bills through that. The first year, I just hustled, man. I rented out my dorm so I can make some money. I asked my dad, my mom, and my grandma for some help so I don't starve. They didn't send me a lot, but it definitely helped, and I just somehow hustled and made it, man. But that was probably the biggest thing I've ever done. I didn't know anyone. I had never been to the country before. I didn't speak any German. I didn't know if I was making the right move or if I should have stayed in Houston and gotten into the tech industry right away. So many uncertainties, and I did it anyway, and it worked out. Does your family have a motto? Yes, we do. We put the fun in dysfunctional, because we are a pretty freaking dysfunctional family. Somehow we make it work, and we all love each other at the end of the day. We might need our space and stuff, but we have a blast when we're together. And what family isn't a bit dysfunctional, right? What celebrity would you like to meet at Starbucks? Truthfully, I don't really care about celebrities. I don't follow any celebrities' life. There's not anyone that really... I don't care about celebrities. But I'm very intrigued by people who persevere through obstacles and that have a very strong mind and will. So the first person that crosses my mind, or that I would be so curious to meet, would be... Damn, it's so loud. It would probably be Michael Jordan, because of his will and drive no matter what obstacle he faced. He just persevered, and I have a strong admiration for people like that, and I want to know what they find within themselves to just keep them going. Like, that just blows my mind and it inspires me. So probably Michael Jordan. How many languages do you speak? I would say just one, to be honest. So that would be English, and then my dialect Creole, of course. Sometimes my Creole sounds pretty Englishy, or sometimes my English sounds like Creole. But either way, just English. And then I can kind of speak Spanish, like hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo estoy bien. I tried practicing with our housekeeper at home, but I need a lot of practice. And then I took German classes, aber mein Deutsch ist noch nicht so gut. So it's still pretty crappy, but I know some German, I know some Spanish, and then of course I speak English and my dialect Creole. That's about it. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Truthfully, it takes me about, if I'm not going anywhere, it takes me 5 minutes because I just brush my teeth and wash my face and hang out in my pajamas. If I'm going somewhere, then I'm gonna shower, which takes about like 10 minutes maximum, and then I'm just gonna put my hair in a ponytail probably, and then like maybe just concealer and face powder and mascara. So including showering, I would say maybe about 20 minutes. I'm pretty low maintenance, I would say. Do you have a favorite non-alcoholic beverage? I most certainly do. It's an iced chai latte. I'll order that wherever I go because I just love it. If they don't have iced chai latte, then I'm always gonna go for chocolate milk because I love chocolate milk too. I can have that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And my dad knows exactly how I like my chocolate milk, so he's like the best person to make it for me. Yeah. What did you want to be when you were growing up? I always imagined that I would either be a contortionist or a gymnast, and that just never happened. But I still love, I love flexibility and stretching and all that stuff, so that's still something I do on my own during my free time anyway. How many siblings do you have? This usually blows people's minds, but I actually have 5 siblings. I have 1 older sister, 2 younger sisters, my middle sister does think she's older than me though, and I have 2 younger brothers who are the same age. They're both 19 years old. How do you afford to travel? I honestly believe that anyone can afford to travel if they really wanted to. For example, when I was living in Austria, it was so easy. I paid €1 and I was able to take the bus to Bratislava. That included coffee. We went to my friends and I ended up in Bologna for one of my friends' birthdays, and it was just a €30 round trip ticket, so that was pretty freaking awesome. Budapest was super cheap. We went for a bachelorette party. It costed us about, I think, like €40 round trip to go by bus, and then accommodation was super cheap, and we found this restaurant, €20, all you can eat and drink, including champagne, so we had fun. Then Central America, I just live with my parents when I'm there, so I'm able to save whatever money I have. Like, you just need to want it, and then you're gonna figure it out. How would your friends describe you? That's an interesting question. I actually have no idea how my friends would describe me, and I would be so curious to hear. So if you know me, if you're my friend, can you please leave a comment letting me know how you would describe me? I am super curious. I have been told that I have a lot of layers to me, so you think you know me and then you don't really know me because you discover something else, and then you think you know me and then you discover something else. I don't know if you all think that, so just leave a comment below and let me know. I'm so curious. Where have you lived? Well, I've lived in multiple places, but I've actually lived in 3 countries. So I've lived in Belize. I was born and raised in Belize. After high school, at the age of 16, I moved to Houston, where I lived for 6 years. Then I moved to Austria for 5 years. Then I returned to Belize, and now I'm actually moving to Taiwan. So I'm really excited about this new chapter in my life. I really hope you guys enjoyed this getting to know me session. It's my first time ever making a vlog. So let me know in the comments below what you think, like what I can improve on. If you either liked this video or enjoyed watching me fumble, either or, then please like, subscribe, and share. And your feedback is immensely appreciated. So just comment below and let me know what you think. And then also let me know like the kind of stuff that you want to see. Like, do you want to see me doing goofy stuff around New York City? Because I will 1000% do that. I already have some ideas in my head. Or if you just want to see like what my daily life looks like, I'll be happy to share that. Or I can just share, I don't know, both. But yeah, and thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it, and for following this journey with me.